Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And for today's custom showcase video, I'll be showing you what I did to this War for Cybertron Siege Megatron. It's not a really complex custom. It's a simple retouching, repaints certain areas. The main thing about this figure, which some of you may know, these figures were notorious for having quote unquote battle damage. So, um, excuse me if you hear dogs barking in the background. So these figures, had a lot of silver paint that represented battle damage on them, and some people liked them, some others didn't not. I was fine with them, but for this custom I preferred a clean look to my Megatron. So what I ended up using to clear up the silver paint that represented the battle damage, I just used 91% alcohol. It is recommended that you use the 91% because the 70% is just not strong enough. You can remove it with the 70%, but it takes way too long. So if you have the 91% alcohol, it will make your life easier. So I use that to remove all of that paint, battle damage paint on the figure. Then what I mostly did to this figure is add red to a lot of red paint to give it that old G1 look, combination of the animation and toy and other media. So it had red. Megatron had red on the biceps here. He had red on the sides. This figure only came with red up to like the halfway mark, I believe. So I added the red here on the sides. I added paint here to the I forget which ones were painted and which weren't, but I know I added paint to one of these areas over here. And I added red on the inside of his legs here. You'll notice there are some fillers on this figure. There are fillers here on the inside of his forearm, the inside of his calf here, and these side skirts. In order to transform the figure, you need to. There I go bumping the camera again. In order to transform the figure, you need to remove the fillers. I'm not going to do that on camera, so trust me, this figure, it can transform. I didn't modify anything that would prevent it from transforming. Can put the blast effect here. So I have it posed on my shelf. Yeah. So yeah, so all of these were used. I used on the red. I actually used a Angelus acrylic. Actually, this is leather paint. I used this. I bought this actually to customize my sneakers, which is something that I'll probably show you in the future as well in this channel. So this is acrylic leather paint. I'm not even sure what the difference is between this and regular acrylic paint, but it went on. It went on well on the figure. So probably didn't thin it properly at the time, but you can't really tell there's any brush marks or anything. I did use a gloss on this, so It's intentionally glossy. I didn't want a matte look for the red. I also ended up painting the front of the shins here gray. I tried my best to match the color of the plastic, but you know, the two-tone gray is yeah, it's not bad. It breaks the monotony, I guess, of the color. So there's that. If you want to look at it that way. I painted the sword silver. Cut the microphone wire there. I painted the sword silver, and I had sort of issues painting the sword. Some of the paint wouldn't stick, so there are some slight splotchy areas where I had to go over it a few times. It's not the cleanest. I mean, it's clean for the most part. It's smooth. Um, but some areas like here, right there, see, there's like some caked up paint. So I was having issues with the paint sticking. So there's that. So I painted the blade silver, and that's the only thing I touched up on this. And one other quick add-on that I did for this figure is I gave him this gun that comes with the Siege Soundwave. Now many people were wondering, why does Soundwave have this weapon? Soundwave is just known for having his shoulder rocket and his hand blaster. So they gave this to Soundwave, and people are like, well, what's going on? And I don't want to say I was one of the first to do it, but I quick mention, the add-on parts, I got them from a member over at TFW 2005. So shout out to the guys there. I'm sorry I can't remember who the member who sold me the add-ons are, but thank you, and check out the forum. And so yeah, the when I posted pictures of this custom, I decided to put the barrel, this gun, on Megatron's back, and I had not seen anyone do this, because to me this was emulating the the gun barrel on Megatron's back in gun mode, right? And again, I don't want to say I was the first one to do it. Probably somebody else did it and just never posted pictures of it. But hey, it's something that a lot of people were like, you know what, that blew our minds, because we never would have known why that accessory was with Soundwave. So yeah, it makes sense to put it on Megatron and have it be his gun barrel, emulating his gun barrel in the gun mode, the G1 gun mode. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I mean, it was a quick custom, just added red here. I think there was red only halfway on these parts. And yeah, it was a fun custom. Probably revisit this and add more details later. But for now, this has been the custom Siege Megatron. Comment, like, subscribe, all of that jazz. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I'll be seeing you on the next video.